The standard for today is 3.3h. 3.3h says that we are going to compare greater than, less than, or equal to. We are going to compare two fractions having the same numerator. The numerator is the top number of a fraction, or denominator, which is the bottom number of a fraction, in problems by reasoning about their sizes and justifying, meaning we are going to explain the conclusion using symbols, greater than, less than, or equal to, these symbols, words, objects, which would be things, and pictorial models, which would look like this. Those are our pictorial models. When we're comparing fractions, it's important to notice the size of each section. When you see sixths and fourths compared together, you can see that the sixths are smaller than the fourths. The reason that the sixths are smaller than the fourths is because when you have your 6 in your denominator, that means that that's how many sections your one whole is separated into. So you can kind of envision yourself going to a party with 6 people, and your one whole cake is divided into those 6 sections. When you go to a party and there's 4 people, that one whole cake, you only have to split with 4 people. So your section size is going to be bigger with fourths because you're going to get more cake if you're at a party with only 4 people. In 3rd grade, you will only see fractions with the same numerator or the same denominator. So these are the two strategies that we can use when we're comparing fractions. When you have something like this, you can see that the denominator is the same. The bottom number is the same. So if your denominator is the same, you're going to choose the same denominator strategy. When you choose the same denominator strategy, that means that all of your section sizes are going to be the exact same size. So when you're looking at fourths, this size of the section is going to remain the same with this fraction and this fraction. So 2/4 would look like this. And when you compare it to 1/4, you can see that the 2/4 takes up more space. So that means that the 2/4 is greater than 1/4. When you have the same numerator, your top numbers are the same. So you're going to choose the same numerator strategy. When you choose the same numerator strategy, you are worried about the size of those sections. Like we talked about earlier, here in this fraction, you're going to a party with 6 people. That means you only have to separate that cake with 6 people. When you go to this party, you have to separate that cake with 8 people. When you go to the party with 6 people, your cake size, your slice is going to be larger because you don't have to share with as many people. So in this case, 1/6 is greater than 1/8. Let's try another one. What strategy would you use for this one? The same numerator, because the numerator or the top number is the same. If you're using the same numerator strategy, you have to look at the section size in the denominator. Here, it's separated into 5 slices. Here, it's separated into 2 slices. Which one is larger? One half is larger than 1/5. So 1/5 is less than 1/2.